Today we're gonna go over a plugin from Soundtoys, the newest Reverb SpaceBlender. I love Soundtoys. I use Little Altar Boy, Echo Boy. I use Decapitator almost nearly every day. It makes sense for me to try the Reverb. Why wouldn't I? Today we're gonna try it on back ad-libs. I'm not gonna put it on the main vocals because I can already tell it gives it more of a space vibe, and it would be better used for my use cases to be extra ad-libs. So I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the vocals soloed out with just the default setting of the reverb.
She too cold to hold it, mama icy. She's a nice queen.
So it lives up to the name, SpaceBlender. Obviously, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like it took the vocals and you literally just put it into space. I see there's a bunch of knobs. You got time, color, texture, mod, and mix. Just from that, listening to that, I already automatically know I have to change the time down probably halfway, just because I felt like the reverb was way too long. So let's try that and hear how it sounds.
Too cold to hold it, mama icy.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more just because I felt like it was a harsh cutoff.
She too cold to hold it, mama icy.
Okay.
She's a nice queen.
Let's hear that with the beat.
She too cold to hold it, mama icy.
Okay. I definitely like that. I definitely could see myself putting that on a bunch of extra vocals, and just tweak it a little bit. Let's try to change the color and see what that does to it.
She too cold to hold it, mama icy.
I thought it was a little extreme both ways. I'll probably just leave that in the middle. Let's try to mess with the texture.
She too cold to hold it, mama icy. She too cold to hold it, mama icy. She's a nice queen. She too cold to hold it, mama icy.
Okay, you get different effects as you go around it. Definitely something I would mess with. I like the way it sounded though, from just trying the default. Mod, let's try that.
She too cold to hold it, mama icy. She too cold to hold it, mama icy.
Okay. Cool, didn't do too much. The mix knob, obviously, sometimes I would put reverbs on a bus. This one, I just threw it on there just for this use case. And you might want to put it on a bus, or you might want to do what I just did and put it on one track of ad-libs just to give it a distinct sound towards the end of the verse or end of the hook or something like that. So right now it's on 50% dry, 50% wet. I usually would lower that. Giving it 100% just going to give it a full-on reverb effect. I'm going to show you guys right now. Intense. I'm not going to lie, it's not, whoa, what did I just do? I think that was up there, that little pink dot. We'll try that next. I'm not sure what that is. So yeah, the high mix, it gave it a cool sound, I'm not gonna lie, but I would probably usually put it down there. That's about 27%.
She too cold to hold it, mama icy.
It gives you the regular vocals you put into it, and then some vocals wet. That's usually my go-to for reverbs, depending on the situation. For this video, I'm gonna leave it back at 50%, and then this little pink or purple dot that's been blinking at me, we're gonna try that and see what that does.
She too cold to hold it, mama icy.
Okay.
She's a nice queen. She too cold to hold it, mama icy. She only like nice things. She too
okay, so that's definitely cool. I'll definitely use that. I didn't know that was a thing until I seen it was blinking at me. Basically show where you're going to taper it off, whether you want to taper the reverb on from the beginning of the vocals or the end of the vocals, or basically how it's going to warp and dwindle down and fade out. I like it where I just put it towards the end. It gives you that extra emphasis towards the end of the vocal. And timing, I think it changes the time of it. The reverb actually sounded a little delayed. I like that though. This is definitely going to be added to my arsenal of reverbs. I don't know if it would be my go-to reverb for actual like main box, but definitely as an effect. Just from knowing the Soundtoys bundle, they definitely give you a niche plugin, and then there's always a specific use case you're going to use it, whether it be Decapitator, Echo Boy, or Little Altar Boy. They always live in my vocal chains and are always there that I can just turn them on whenever I need to.